do we have Ali? Ali, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Ah, there he is. Awesome. So Ali, I want, and I see we have Hakwan. Good. Ali, I know we've been on many of these together, and obviously we've been working closely together for quite a few months now. Can you take a few minutes and talk about, what did you get out of the, why did you decide to participate in the hackathon? Mm-hmm. What problem were you trying to solve? I know you've got an amazing pitch deck, so I'll let you do your pitch, but, I want to also hear just, what did you get out of it and what's next? But the floor is yours, Ali.
Thank you, Melissa. I guess what I got out of it was part of what I really went into tech in the first place for. And one of the things that I feel the majority of the people that are going to talk today or that are even participating, like one of their biggest motivations for getting into tech. And I think that motivation is really to impact people. There's this famous saying that many of us have heard about from Arthur C. Clarke, where he says that any suitably advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. And I'm paraphrasing here. Interestingly enough, it goes deeper. The Proto-Indo-European word, mag, like where the word magic originated from, it actually means to help and to enable. And really what AI is doing, what machine learning is doing, what tech is doing, what we're all working on is helping each other and enabling each other. My personal journey in tech started off helping people. So currently I'm working on a fintech startup called Foster-Fletcher, but the way all of our co-founders initially met was we were in university. We noticed there was a problem with the homeless in a place called the Downtown East Side, which has a huge homeless problem. And many of them weren't able to get essential skills, like they weren't able to go to essential services. They weren't able to go to detox clinics. They weren't able to get services from various nonprofits because they didn't have a physical piece of ID. So we worked on creating a virtual ID for them. And we loved working on it so much, we said, hey, let's work on a startup together. And fast forward, one of the things that we've really integrated into our startup, Foster-Fletcher, is having a very customer-centric focus. So what our startup does is it's a control center for solopreneurs that manages all the number side of things and takes away the number anxiety a lot of people face. What we've instituted is pretty much every week we talk to 2 or 3 customers about what their biggest pains are. And when COVID-19 was just starting out, we kept on hearing things over and over again from restaurant owners to e-commerce stores across many verticals that people wanted information. They would tell us that I spent hours every single day looking at the news. When is the prime minister going to talk about a grant program that's relevant to me? Like what are the cases? When are things going to change? How am I going to pay my rent? There's over 60 federal programs that are announced related to COVID-19, even more that are provincial or privately run. Which am I eligible for? How is this going to affect me? And when I first heard about the Code the Curve hackathon, I thought, wow, this is we're not first line responders. We don't have any skills when it comes to medically helping these people impacted, but we have magic, we have tech, right? So we can change their lives. And my entire team got together and we were like, hey, let's join this hackathon. And over those 3 days, we put together a prototype, which consisted of a curated list of programs and grants to help businesses really get the support they need. And we focused on small, medium-sized businesses because they make up 99% of the economy here. And really, things aren't going to go back to normal when social distancing ends. And I think a lot of us are seeing that now. They're most likely going to go back to normal when the economy starts healing, when jobs start coming back. So right from the beginning, we recognized that, and that was our focus. We also created a prescriptive simulation tool that assesses and forecasts how a business might be affected across various different pandemic scenarios with industry and location specific personalized recommendations. And while we were working on it, we messaged various universities and we got a local professor reaching out to us about creating a heat map.
Oh, and so hey, Ali, Ali, we got 1 minute because I think I talk too much.
No, no, not at all. I'm almost.
I told you I was going to be like the time checker, which thankfully Richard is the time checker for me, and so everything just rolls downhill.
Yeah. No, thank you for jumping in there. I wasn't checking my messages, but yeah.
No worries. I didn't
up,
message you. I just figured I'd jump in and let you know. So keep going.
Cool.
It's
Appreciate
awesome.
it.
But let's give you 1 minute.
Awesome. So yeah, we put together a heat map that showed which industries were particularly impacted by COVID-19, because we realized that in past economic hardships, a lot of the times local governments, they overpromised and underdelivered. So we wanted to really visually illustrate which industries were impacted in which ways and which industries weren't getting the aid or the grants or the funding support that they needed. And yeah, since then, we've been making it into a fully scaled solution. We've gotten immense support from Melissa, from IBM, from SAP, and we're scaling it worldwide. And we've added new things to it, like COVIDians, which is kind of like Humans of New York, but really hearing the personalized human stories of these SME business owners and how they've adapted and how they've been resilient through the pandemic. And yeah, that's pretty much about what we've been working on.
Awesome. I was really excited to see them land both Code the Curve and Call for Code, and incorporating IBM technology, solving a big wicked problem, utilizing AI in a meaningful way, and again thinking about how do you solve big wicked problems that real people have, and again, incorporating technology in a way that facilitates that. So thank you, Ali.